But they want to talk about Sam Darnold, man. In terms of,
is this legit? I haven't even heard about this.
well, yeah, no,
This is April Fool's, isn't it?
No. I like I said, I know we were talking about it earlier today. It's
so
not.
Wait, if I
no,
type
it's not happening.
Okay.
But they were just asking about the interest because the past couple of days, even I think it was Tuesday, I did my other radio show and we spent like 2 hours talking about Sam Darnold and his impact. Even had, not Boomer? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. It's another like big radio host in New York that covers the Jets. We were talking to him about Sam Darnold in terms of what people view, because some people think that Mason is better than Sam Darnold. They would say they would rather roll with Mason than giving up a 3rd-round pick for Sam Darnold. For me, I look at it like this. Sam Darnold is the same flyer that we just took on Dwayne Haskins. Sure. So to bring Sam Darnold in here for a 3rd-round pick, I just feel like it's redundant because we're already taking a chance on a high pedigree guy who really didn't have the success that we all thought he could have, but because it's so close from when he was drafted in the 1st round that he's such an intriguing prospect, you get him for cheap, you got to take a chance on him. We've already done that.
Sure.
I think other teams, absolutely makes sense. If you're another team that you're looking for a guy that could potentially be a starter or at least be a high-end backup, yeah, you take a flyer on Sam Darnold. Or you can even take the route of just waiting because the Jets are more than likely going to cut him once they draft whoever they're drafting, right? So you got those options, but I just don't think it fits for us in Pittsburgh. But this is definitely legit. This is, like I said, we talked about, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
No way. Where's this coming? Who's reporting this, though? Like, where's it coming from?
As soon as the Jets said that they're looking for a 3rd-round pick out of him, that's when all the reports started coming about the potential of the Steelers, because what have we been talking about the whole time this offseason? Quarterback. So even though some people are happy that Ben's back, we already said there was a large portion that still were like, man, this is, we need to get ready to move on.
A lot of those people were talking about it even during the season.
So that's the whole why, it's continuing to come up. And let's be real, it's always going to happen right now. I feel like any quarterback that becomes available or is like even showing interest of wanting to leave their team, and if we think they're good, this is going to happen in terms of, do you think it could fit in things like that?
Yeah, it's like Ben being a mentor.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm with you. I don't want to give up a 3rd-round pick. We're trying to win right now, and a 3rd-round pick could be very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking me, like, is Sam Darnold better than Mason Rudolph as, like, a backup, I think there's no question of that.
But that's the funny thing. A lot of people are divided on that. In terms of some people really, like, from the conversation we had, and even with the analyst, like, he was still kind of on this thing where it's like, yo, Mason's not some things where it's like, bro, this is Sam Darnold. We're talking, like, I just can't go with it. And their whole argument was, well, we've seen enough of Sam Darnold, and we're like, well, it's still a small sample size just because of how often he's been out the lineup, whether it was injuries, whether it was mono, and then we obviously know what happened with Adam Gase leading him. Like, it was just a dumpster fire there. But we're like, how is that more than enough to see him? But you had a full, 14, 15 games of Mason. Now, obviously, he got, hurt at the end of the year. Or not, he didn't get hurt. That's when we did the whole flip-flop with him and Duck.
He did in the Jets game. That's actually when he looked the best.
Right, but it's just like, people saw that, and they're just like, oh, yeah, that's more than enough. And there's only how many handful of games there. To me, I don't really feel like Mason at this stage is better than Darnold in anything right now, man. I think that even the sample size, I think with Sam Darnold's sample size, you've seen more than enough to know that he is at least a competent NFL quarterback. And I think in a better situation, he can actually do good. But when you're playing with Adam Gase, we saw what it was looking like. And there's a reason why everybody on that roster was trying to get him out of there, man. So, yeah.
Those are fair points. Yeah, 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, because that's what we were saying. But for my perspective and a lot of the other,
he's
analysts,
young, too.
Yeah, very young.
Like some of those teams that are looking at quarterback early in the draft, maybe you're not going to get one of the top 2 or 3 guys. You got to take Trey Lance or like Mac Jones in that teen range. Dude, I mean, Sam, he's probably only a year older than some of these guys.
Right, that's the thing. So when I think of it, I'm just like,
I can see the Patriots getting him or something like that.
Well, that's one of the teams that he was linked to as well. But for us, I'm just like, it doesn't make a lot of sense when you've already taken that flyer on Dwayne Haskins. It's the exact same situation, regardless of who you think is better at the time. Whichever one of them guys is better is marginally.
We didn't have to spend a 3rd-round pick for Haskins either.
We got him for the cheap. So if I'm a team, I'm waiting for the Jets to cut him because I know they're gonna have to cut him. You know what I mean? Like,
you think?
Think about this.
Just because it's already out there.
It's already,
and now everyone's gonna be like, all right, let's not trade the 3rd.
So not even the
bump
trade,
the price down a little bit.
But not even the trade for Sam Darnold. If you're the Jets, this isn't a situation where you have veteran quarterback Ben Roethlisberger who you can have mentor a guy or change the guard. You got Sam Darnold
This
who
is
wants to be the franchise.
This is Bengals, Burrow, and Dalton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're talking about taking a guy. What they pick? What are they at 3? No, they're at 2. They're at 2. Yeah. So you think about you take a guy at 2, a quarterback at 2. There isn't a competition. There isn't a hey Darnold, we believe in you. Nah. All that goes out the window. So I don't think that they're gonna be able to allow him to stay on that roster with this young guy that they're gonna be drafting at 2 in that New York media market. You know that media market is gonna terrorize
Bengals cut Dalton, right?
Yeah, they cut him outright. Yeah.
So yeah, it could be a very similar situation, or the price will just drop to maybe a 5th or 6th round pick.
Yeah, absolutely. But if I'm another team, I'm gonna sit here and just wait. They're gonna have to cut him. They gotta cut him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though.
That's interesting. Yeah, we don't gotta worry about that, dude. I got Ben slotted for like 2, 3, 4 more years. So like this is something. It's just like okay, he'd come here, he'd be the backup.
Where's he going after this year? You said 2 or 3 more years. What team is he playing for next?
Come on, bro.
Seriously, come on, man. What are you talking about? What?
Ben's back.
Gonna play. He's coming back. I'm trying to figure out where though.
On a
like what team?
$20 million deal with the Steelers.
When?
After this season, yeah, he's gonna ball out this year, and then it's just gonna be like a Brady or Breeze deal that they've been doing over the past couple years. That's how I view it.
Okay.
So yeah, we don't need Darnold. Let's use the 3rd round pick.
Okay.
Draft a lineman. Maybe that's where we get Sermon or Kylan Hill or something like that.
Like I said, man, I would love Sermon. If we get Sermon in the 3rd round, if that's how we were doing it, I'm with it.